Hello everyone, this is Fateh Lal Lohar, Assistant Professor, Department of Electronics and Communications at Engineering College, Delaware. Okay. E-Lecture 8 is prepare for R2 syllabus, Radar and TV Engineering for 8th semester EC student. Okay. In last lecture, we have discussed the television signals schemes. Okay. And also we have discussed the modulation techniques for transmitting the audio signal and video signal. So we have discussed different type of transmission scheme for video signal such as AM transmissions, SSB, DSB, okay, VN VSB signal modulation schemes. And for in case of the audio signal, we have discussed FM modulation techniques. Okay, so in this lecture we will going to discuss fundamental of the television signals channels. Okay, and also we will discuss the color systems for TV. Okay, so first we discuss television broadcast channels. The carrier frequency is chosen about 10 times of the higher modulation frequency for effective amplitude modulation and better selectivity in the receiver. Okay, for picture signal transmission, the modulation frequency is 5 megahertz. Okay, so for picture signal or video signal, we use the 5 megahertz frequency, carrier frequency, bandwidth basically 5 megahertz. Therefore, the carrier frequency should be approx 40 megahertz and not less than this value. Therefore, the television signal transmission is carried out at VHF and UHF bands. Okay, the allocated frequency are as follow. Okay, first lower VHF range band 1 41 to 68 megahertz, and for second upper VHF range band 2 174 to 230 megahertz, and UHF range band third 470 to 582 megahertz, and for UHF range band 4 606 to 709 megahertz. Okay, band 2 88 to 108 megahertz is used for the commercial FM broadcasting. Okay, so for FM generally we use the frequency range from 88 to 108 megahertz. Okay, for broadcasting. Now we discuss the fundamental of the colors. Okay, and what is the characteristic of the fundamental of the color? So every color has three characteristics. First is luminance, second is hue or tint, third is saturation. So we discuss first luminance. So luminance or brightness, meaning is same. Luminance brightness is the amount of light intensity as perceived by the eyes regardless of the color. This is the definition. Basically perceived by the eyes. The color intense brightness is perceived by the eyes. Okay, different color have different shade of the luminance. Okay, even if these color are equally illuminated, there is a difference in their brightness observed by the eyes. For example, on a monochrome TV screen, dark red, okay, dark red color appear black. Okay, in case of monochrome television system, because we have the monochrome receiver TV, okay, but signal we received from the other transmission section mixing color signal. So this type of color represent dark red appear as a black, and yellow as a white, and light blue as a gray. So three black and white have three type of colors: black, white, and gray. Okay. and this plot is represent the relative sensitivity of the eyes to wavelength in nanometer. So you can see different color, 7 color have the different relative sensitivity of the eyes. This is the violet, this is the red. Okay, the violet to red have different level of the relative sensitivity of the eyes. Okay, from the figure 16.1, okay, it is clear that the sensitivity of the human eyes is greatest for green light. Okay, sensitivity for the human eyes is greatest for the green light, and the sensitivity decrease toward the red and blue end of the spectrum. The maximum of the curve is located at the about 550 nanometer at the yellow green. So you can see the sensitivity is high by the eyes at green color in this wavelength, 550 nanometer wavelength. Okay, and minimum is violet and minimum at red. So violet and red have the minimum sensitivity, but green color have the more highest sensitivity for the eyes. Okay, now second characteristic is hue. Okay, basically it is the predominant spectral purity of the color lights. Okay, basically this represent the purity of the color of any object is distinguished by its tint or a hue. So different hues result from different wavelength of the spectral radiations. Second thing, saturation. Saturation is a basically indication of the how little the color is diluted by the white. This is the meaning basically. So basically it indicates the how the little color is diluted by the white color. Okay. This indicates the spectral purity of the color lights. Single frequency color rarely occur alone. This indicates the amount of color present, that is amount of pastel shading. Okay, so if a color is fully saturated, then it is has no white. This is the meaning. If the color basically the any color is diluted by the white color is known as saturation. If the saturation is high, meaning is then it is has no white color. For example, if the saturation blue is diluted by the white, then it become a light blue. Okay, now we discuss the color perceptions. Okay, light is a form of the electromagnetic energy. Okay, so it consists of the spectrum of frequency whose wavelength vary from 7,000 angstrom to 4,000 angstrom, red to violet. Okay, are visible to human eyes. So the human eyes can visible this frequency, this wavelength, 7,000 to 4,000 range. In this range, basically, this is the spectrum of the human visible light, basically, with your. Okay, this is 4,000 to 7,000 in range. Okay, each wavelength is range from 7,000 to 4,000 is perceived by the eyes as a certain tint. Okay, or a hue, basically. Okay, so when radiation from the entire visible spectrum reach eyes in suitable proportional. Okay, now we discuss the mixing of the color. So in this topic we discuss the type of the mixing techniques. Okay, how to generate other color by mixing two color or three color. So In this lecture we will discuss the mixing of the color. So there are the two techniques. First is subtracting mixing, and third is editing mixing. Subtracting mixing makes use of the reflecting property of the pigment. This pigment absorb all the wavelength except their characteristic color wavelength. Means when the pigment of the two or more colors are mixed, then the reflect wavelengths which are the common to both. Okay, when pigment of two or more color are mixed, then the reflect wavelengths are the common to both. Also, since the pigment are not saturated, not pure in the color, they reflect a fairly wide band of the wavelength. You can see in this we will discuss completely editing mixing, basically complementary color. So by mixing equal part of any two primary color, additive color. Primary color means red, blue and green. Okay, RGB, red, green and blue. This is the primary color, and second color is yellow, cyan and magenta. This is the secondary color. Okay, so by mixing equal part of the any two primary additive colors, we get one of the complementary color. Okay. Equal part of the red and green will produce the yellow, and red and blue will produce the magenta, and blue and green will produce the cyan. You can see by equal part of the red and green produce the yellow color. You can see combine of the red and green with equal part percentage, it produce the yellow color. Similarly for red and magenta, red and blue with equal part generate the magenta, and similarly for green and blue, okay, with equal part generate the cyan. Okay, and similarly for mixing of the all color RGB with equal part, it generates the white color of equal RGB and yellow, magenta all generate the white color. So you can see when all the three primary colors are mixed together in suitable proportional, we have white light. Okay, now this is white light. By changing the proportional brightness and saturation of these colors, are infinite number of the color in the visible spectrum can be produced. Okay, the figure 16.3 shows the effect of the projections green, red and blue color beams on a white screen in such a way that they are overlaid. This is the additive mixing. Now we discuss the subtractive mixing. Okay, subtractive mixing, additive mixing of primary color produce the white, whereas their subtracting mixing produce the black. This is the difference basically. Meaning additive mixing of the primary color, meaning of if the additive red, green and blue we produce the white, but in case of substituting the this color generate the black. So you can see for black case white minus red, green, blue, we generate the black. You can see this is the black. Okay, so you can see we get the red when we subtract the white minus blue minus green, then we get the it generate the red color. Similarly for the white minus green minus red produce the blue color. Similarly for the white minus blue minus red generate the green color. Okay na? And for white minus blue generate the yellow. Similarly white minus green generate the magenta, and white minus red generate the cyan. So this is the subtracting mixing techniques. Okay.